Technology has become an inseparable part of modern life. From smartphones and laptops to televisions, gaming systems, smart appliances, and countless digital tools, electronics power the way we work, communicate, and live every day. But as our dependence on electronics continues to grow, so does another growing challenge: electronic waste. Every year, millions of devices are discarded, creating an expanding stream of e-waste that contains potentially dangerous materials. When electronics are improperly disposed of, toxic substances such as lead, mercury, and cadmium may enter the environment. And one of the most serious consequences is contamination of water systems that communities depend on for survival. Fortunately, solutions do exist. Through smarter recycling systems, stronger policies, safer product design, and responsible consumer behavior, water contamination from electronics can be prevented. Welcome to Solutions for Preventing Water Contamination from Electronics. Before exploring solutions, it's important to understand how electronics can become a threat to water supplies. Technology is advancing faster than ever before. Consumers frequently replace smartphones, computers, televisions, and household electronics in pursuit of newer, faster, and more advanced products. As a result, electronic waste continues growing at an alarming pace around the world. Many electronics contain hazardous materials. Heavy metals such as lead, mercury, and cadmium are often found inside components like batteries, circuit boards, displays, and wiring. When these products are improperly discarded, dangerous substances can begin leaking into surrounding environments. Rainwater can carry pollutants into nearby streams, lakes, and rivers. Underground aquifers may gradually become contaminated. Over time, even small quantities of toxins may accumulate and create serious risks to ecosystems, wildlife, and public health. Understanding the problem is the first step toward preventing it. And solving it requires action from multiple levels of society. One of the most effective ways to prevent water contamination is improving how electronics are collected and recycled. Too often, electronics end up in trash bins, illegal dumping sites, or informal recycling operations that lack proper safeguards. Creating accessible collection systems can dramatically improve outcomes. Public drop-off locations make responsible disposal easier for communities. Convenient collection events encourage participation and reduce improper disposal practices. Modern recycling facilities also play a major role. Advanced facilities are equipped to safely separate hazardous substances from reusable materials. Instead of toxins leaking into soil or waterways, dangerous components can be contained and processed responsibly. Governments and organizations that invest in better recycling infrastructure help reduce environmental risks while improving sustainability. Responsible collection is often the first line of defense in protecting clean water. Manufacturers also have an important role to play in preventing contamination. The way electronics are designed directly impacts what happens when those products eventually reach the end of their life cycle. One important strategy is reducing the use of toxic materials. By minimizing hazardous substances such as lead, mercury, and cadmium, manufacturers can significantly lower environmental risks associated with disposal. Another major improvement involves designing products for easier disassembly. Electronics that can be safely taken apart make recycling more efficient and less hazardous. Hazardous components can be separated quickly and safely. Manufacturers can also focus on creating longer-lasting products. Durable electronics that are repairable or upgradable reduce waste generation by staying in use longer. Eco-friendly design is not simply good for the environment, it is also a smart strategy for reducing future contamination risks. Preventing water contamination also depends heavily on public awareness. Many consumers do not realize the environmental dangers associated with improper electronics disposal. Old phones stored in drawers, broken electronics thrown into trash bins, outdated devices discarded without proper recycling. These common habits can contribute to long-term environmental damage. Public education campaigns can help communities better understand the risks. Schools, community organizations, and media platforms all play important roles in spreading awareness. Consumers can also make smarter purchasing decisions, choosing durable products, supporting companies that prioritize sustainability, purchasing refurbished electronics, and using devices for longer periods before upgrading. Every responsible decision helps reduce the volume of e-waste entering the environment. Small actions taken by millions of people can create enormous positive change. Strong government policies are another essential part of the solution. Without clear regulations, unsafe disposal and illegal dumping practices may continue unchecked. Governments can establish stronger rules for electronics disposal and recycling. Stricter oversight helps reduce pollution risks and encourages responsible management. One important strategy is extended producer responsibility, often called EPR. This approach encourages manufacturers to take greater responsibility for collecting and recycling products after consumer use. Instead of placing the burden entirely on consumers or local governments, manufacturers help manage the full life cycle of electronics. Import and export regulations also matter. Some countries lack the infrastructure to safely process large amounts of e-waste. Preventing unsafe international dumping helps reduce environmental harm globally. Strong enforcement and meaningful penalties can discourage irresponsible disposal practices and support cleaner systems. Meaningful change often begins at the community level. Local action can make a major difference in reducing water contamination risks. Community-led recycling drives help residents safely dispose of electronics. E-waste collection events provide convenient opportunities for responsible recycling. Partnerships with licensed recyclers ensure electronics are managed safely and responsibly. Proper processing reduces the chance that toxic materials enter ecosystems. Schools and universities can also lead by example. Educational campaigns encourage younger generations to understand environmental responsibility. Some communities are even using mobile e-waste collection units that travel directly to underserved neighborhoods. This improves accessibility and encourages greater participation. When communities work together, local action becomes a powerful environmental solution. Technology itself may also help solve the challenges created by electronics. Researchers continue developing safer alternatives and cleaner recovery systems. Scientists are exploring biodegradable electronics and safer battery chemistries designed to reduce toxic material use. Advanced recycling technologies are also improving. Hydrometallurgical recovery methods offer cleaner ways to separate valuable metals. Bioleaching technologies use biological processes to safely extract materials with lower environmental impact. Automation and smart sorting systems may further improve efficiency in recycling facilities. Innovation allows industries to reduce pollution while recovering valuable resources more effectively. Continued investment in research will play a major role in shaping a cleaner future. Preventing water contamination is not the responsibility of one group alone. It requires shared responsibility. Governments must strengthen infrastructure and policies. Manufacturers must design safer products. Consumers must recycle responsibly. Communities must support awareness and access. Environmental organizations and researchers must continue driving innovation. Every stakeholder plays an important role. Water is one of the world's most valuable resources. Protecting it requires collaboration across industries, communities, and nations. The more we work together, the stronger and more sustainable our environmental systems become. Solutions become far more effective when everyone participates. The good news is that preventing water contamination from electronics is possible. Solutions already exist: better recycling systems, safer product design, stronger policies, improved education, cleaner technologies, and responsible consumer behavior. Every electronic device properly recycled represents one less opportunity for harmful substances to enter the environment. Partnering with licensed recyclers helps ensure electronics are safely processed and valuable materials are responsibly recovered. Protecting water requires long-term commitment, but every step forward matters. Technology will continue evolving. The question is whether environmental responsibility evolves alongside it. Together, smarter decisions today can help preserve clean water for generations to come. Thank you for taking the time to learn about solutions for preventing water contamination from electronics and why responsible e-waste management matters. At eSeer, we believe protecting water resources begins with responsible recycling and sustainable action. Together, we can help reduce pollution, recover valuable materials safely, and build a cleaner future for generations to come. Reach us by phone, email, or visit our website to learn more about responsible electronics recycling solutions. Protecting clean water begins with responsible electronics recycling and sustainable choices for the future.